When we go to the marketplace of ideas, we have to be reminded of Paul's words. Though we walk according to the flesh, we are not waging war in the flesh. This is not an easy battle to engage in. Our adversary is vicious, unrelenting, and there are some who've been captured by him to do his will. But remember this, we're not at war with people. In Ephesians 6, he makes it clear, this war is with principalities and powers, not with people. This is a spiritual battle. This is spiritual warfare. I see the supremacy of Christ being challenged. What did Marx hate? He hated God. This is a war against God. And I don't want to see people deceived.
If you watch this film, it's gonna mess with your head.
I mean, I just watched it, man. It's just mind-blowing.
Uncle Tom, too, explains what's going on in this world like I've never seen before.
There's not a movie out there currently that's like this one.
The Uncle Tom movie has certainly left me flabbergasted because I'm like, I can't believe what I'm watching right now. But the evidence is so strong, only a fool can deny the effect of that.
There's a lot of information that most Americans do not know. I don't care if you're white, black, whatever. There's a lot of information that's brought forward in the documentary that people just don't know about our history, and about a lot that's happening in our current culture.
It's so deep, it's so true, and so real. It's gonna blow your mind.
Awesome film. Everybody needs to watch it. You will learn something.
Not just black people need to watch this. Everybody needs to see this.
This stuff opens your eyes in ways I never thought was even possible.
There are a lot of things in this movie that is very unsettling, and it's going to upset a lot of people.
The lies were so deep, it's like onions. It's like layers of onions, deep in lies, deceptions in which most people are not ready to hear this.
There were a couple of things in the film that I had to kind of rewind it because I was like, oh my gosh, how come, I never knew this?
I almost felt dumb. I felt taken, I felt bamboozled because I believed it.
This is something that an audience will have to use as a reference tool rather than just a movie that they're entertained by, had a feel-good moment and left. It resets revisionist history.
There is a buildup in this documentary to get you to a certain point, and that point being that, for the most part, everything we were taught about Black history was a lie.
Everything that I thought about Martin Luther King, everything that I've been told about the Tulsa Massacre, everything I've been told about Black Wall Street, challenged. I'm having to rethink and reevaluate everything I've been taught.
We have been lied to.
We have been sold a bill of goods, and I think Black people, by and large, have been, just eating up the lies.
The deception and the setup was mind-blowing.
One of the things that I thought the film highlighted so well was emphasizing who we think we are versus who we truly were.
It does a good job of showing how we transition from one ideology to the other.
The first Uncle Tom gave you an introduction into what being a Black conservative is all about the whole movement, about the history. But Uncle Tom Part 2 gets into more of the details of why we were conservative and also why we changed, why certain things in this country changed. why in many ways we've fallen from grace.
If you've never seen Uncle Tom, the first one, this movie was a part of my wake-up moment.
It kind of lifted the veil on everything that we were told because we weren't used to hearing the other side in its totality, at least until we saw this documentary. I would say it was a very crucial component in my political awakening.
If you're new to being conservative, if you're new to just trying to find out more about Black conservatives, this is definitely a movie for you. I suggest watching the first one to get the introduction, to get your feet in the water. And then Uncle Tom Part 2, you're going to be in the deep end. You're going to be doing the breaststroke, backstroke. If you can't swim, then it's going to be a little rough for you, for sure. Watch the first one, then watch the second one. They pair very well with each other.
Uncle Tom 1 was amazing, but this was taken to a different level. And hopefully there's a part 3 to it. They had to hold back a little bit because it's too much reality.
If you watch the entire movie and you are honest with yourself, you will sit back and say, Lord Jesus, what have they done to us?